This is 5 on 20 News, where the news is high and the newscasters are higher, with Nick Cerami
and Anias Quintella.
Coming to you live from our studio in downtown Tucson. First, the local headlines.
A circuit court revived an excessive force case from 2011 against a University of Arizona police officer. Officer Andrew Casella is accused of unlawfully discharging a firearm at Amy Hughes, who was found stabbing a tree with a kitchen knife in her driveway near campus. Casella shot Hughes 4 times through a chain link fence after she was told to drop the knife. Casella says that another woman was nearby whose safety was threatened by Hughes. The court found that Hughes, who showed signs of mental illness, was not an immediate threat and was not committing a crime. U.S. District Judge William Sessions also said that Casella should not receive immunity from the incident. Casella was barred from the police force in 2014 for an unrelated incident involving recording a conversation between 2 police dispatchers. The tree, who still lives with Hughes, has reportedly healed and is in good spirits.
Governor Doug Ducey named 2 Supreme Court judges in an attempt to transform the court. Earlier this year, Ducey signed a bill to expand the Supreme Court to 7 members from the current 5. Unlike federal judges, Arizona's Supreme Court justices serve a term of 6 years, but can be reappointed after the term finishes. Ducey named Solicitor General John R. Lopez and Arizona Court of Appeals Judge Andrew W. Gould, both of whom are Republicans. Back in January, Ducey named Clint Bolick to the bench, who previously worked for the conservative think tank, the Goldwater Institute. The group has been criticized for working in conjunction with Monsanto, who seeks to maintain a greenhouse in Marana, a decision met with anger by local residents. Democrats claim that the governor's expansion is an attempt to sway the political standing of the court. Ducey says that a 7-member court will be able to handle more cases, presumably to get that corporate welfare started a bit faster.
An Arizona-based immigration advocacy group says that Donald Trump's deportation plans could spell disaster for the state's housing market. The Migration Policy Institute says that if all undocumented immigrants are deported, then the housing market would lose up to $906 billion nationally and $23.7 billion in Arizona. The institute reported that about 89,000 undocumented immigrants may own homes in the state. These homes are usually purchased through mortgages with large down payments. In November, the National Bureau of Economic Research said that mass deportation could reduce the U.S. gross domestic product by $434 billion, with Arizona's losses adding up to $9.7 billion. Mass deportation could also negatively impact new home construction with so many homes left vacant. Perhaps the builders can get a job on that wall building team.
And a woman accidentally shot herself outside a Park Place mall on Friday, giving new meaning to the phrase Black Friday. Details were scarce, but the NRA responded with the familiar refrain that guns don't kill people, Christmas shopping kills people. One thing is for sure, being accidentally shot is still better than being in a mall on Black Friday.
So true. America's least beloved pink underwear-clad Sheriff Joe Arpaio announced that he would hold a press conference to deliver findings of his investigation into President Obama's birth certificate. Obama's birth certificate has become somewhat of a pet hobby for Arpaio, who became known for his harsh tactics against Arizona immigrant population. He said that he will deliver the findings on December 15th, just in time for Christmas and over 2 years after anyone in the country cares about the subject. Even the granddaddy of the birther movement, Donald Trump, lost interest. Arpaio launched the investigation in 2011 in coordination with his group dubbed the Cold Case Posse, who specialize in wasting taxpayer dollars. The announcement represents Arpaio's final grasp for relevance, as the sheriff was beaten in November's election by Paul Penzoni. Since then, Arpaio has been sulking around the Arizona Sheriff's Office, yelling at anyone who will listen about how Penzoni was actually born in Somalia. Critics decried Arpaio's announcement as a waste of time and accused Arpaio of using the event as a publicity stunt. Coincidentally, December 15th is the release date of the Cold Case Posse's new mixtape, Get Out My Hood, Volume 2, hosted by DJ Khaled.
Now in national and international news, it appears as though xenophobia is the newest global trend of 2016, replacing Snapchat and Hamilton. France's François Fillon won France's Republican primary, another victory for racists across the globe. Fillon is known for his hardline views towards his country's Muslim minorities. He has called for a quote on immigration and swore to write this protectionism into the country's constitution. Fillon also aims to attack France's generous welfare system and its famous 35-hour work week that makes him the envy of everywhere else in the world. Most troubling, Fillon wants to move the country closer to Russia at a time when Russian influence is spreading its tentacles across the globe. Fillon reportedly played billiards with Vladimir Putin once, no doubt while shirtless. France is just the latest country that has drifted vastly to the right following Trump's win along with Brexit earlier this year. The rise of the right in France is in response to the collapse of the left, with socialist President François Hollande experiencing approval rates of just 4%. Hollande's disapproval mainly comes from French distrust over the swell of refugees who are coming from Muslim countries such as Syria and Iraq. Fillon will face off against Marine Le Pen, who leads the even more far-right Front National Party, who doesn't even bother denying their xenophobia. Le Pen makes Fillon look like Oprah in comparison, with Le Pen leading the anti-Muslim sentiment in France.
Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein is suing a Wisconsin court to force a hand recount of votes in the state. The lawsuit stems from a decision to move forward with a recount by the state's election commission. They left it up to county officials to decide whether the recount would be done by hand or by machine. Stein claims that the only way to effectively tally votes is by hand, and if her lawsuit is successful, will ensure this happens. The lawsuit follows a series of bizarre events over the weekend, culminating, as usual, by an insane tweet from President-elect Donald Trump, who is attracted to conflict like a moth to a flame. It began with computer scientist J. Alex Halderman raising questions about the security of electronic vote tallying software. Halderman, who also requested a hand vote, said that an analysis should be done on the software in case there are any security risks. The media has framed the story as an attempt by Hillary Clinton to challenge the results, prompting a Twitter storm led by our Twitter troll-in-chief. The Clinton campaign did sign on to support the recount initiative, but it doesn't appear as if Hillary herself will be involved. Rather, Stein has taken a central role, collecting $5 million in donations, which is still less than what it would cost in total. Trump, in classic humble fashion, took to social media claiming that he would have won the popular vote had not millions of illegal voters cast their vote for Hillary. He supported his claim with nothing. The next day, the Trump campaign finally released a statement after a long night of Googling. They cited a study from Old Dominion University, which was featured in the Washington Post. The study has since been discredited and was given 4 Pinocchios on the fact-check site PolitiFact. Not that facts have ever stopped Donald Trump before, so why start now?
And another episode of Apprentice Presidential Edition aired on Monday, with Donald Trump continuing to meet with potential cabinet members. This time, the contestant was retired General David Petraeus, who oversaw the disastrous wars in Iraq and Afghanistan before heading up the CIA. Petraeus could prove to be a natural fit for the Trump administration, as his career was nearly ruined after Petraeus was found to have carried on an affair with Paula Broadwell in a bizarre love triangle with all the makings of a telenovela. Petraeus was found out when his mistress was caught cyber-stalking socialite Jill Kelly, whom she suspected of having her own affair with Petraeus. When government officials searched Broadwell's emails, they discovered the affair and also that, whoops, Petraeus leaked classified information to Broadwell. Naturally, Trump said on Twitter that he was, quote, very impressed with the former general. Later, Trump asked Petraeus how he was able to carry on 2 simultaneous affairs while in government, and if he could get Broadwell's number. If Petraeus wins this round of The Apprentice, he will go on to serve as Secretary of State for at least 2 years. A runner-up prize will grant Petraeus a plum spot at a D.C. lobbying firm of his choice.
An Ohio State student was killed by police after he attacked a group with a knife and injured 11 other students. Abdul Razak Ali, a Somali national, began the attack by ramming his car into a group of people on campus. He then charged out of the car with a knife before he was shot by police. On a Facebook post Monday morning, Ali made a statement about the U.S. attacking Muslim lands. Not so coincidentally, on the same day, the Obama administration declared that attacks in Somalia were justified against the Al-Shabaab terrorist group because of their links to al-Qaeda. Even though American airstrikes are common in Somalia, Obama's announcement gave the acts a legal cover and hints at an escalation of further attacks. Ali's attack is sure to ignite the old and futile arguments over gun control and how someone can use a knife to attack rather than a gun. What will likely be ignored is that foreign bombings are fueling terrorist attacks in the U.S. With each bombing, we feed the cancer of Islamic terrorism worldwide. And with the warmongers that Trump is tapping for his cabinet, it looks as though a fat orange tumor is ready to explode.
And in a move that only the Sooner State could pull, Oklahoma state legislators have passed a bill that will make abortion a felony for physicians. With this proposed law, abortion would fall under the state's definition of unprofessional conduct for physicians, which effectively makes the procedure illegal to carry out, with potential penalties such as removal of medical licenses and a maximum prison sentence of 3 years. Abortions that would save the life of the mother or in the case of miscarriages are exempt. However, abortions in the case of rape and incest are not. Republican Senator Nathan Dahm, who co-authored the bill, said, quote, "Since I believe life begins at conception, it should be protected, and I believe it's a core function of state government to defend that life from the beginning of conception." That's a lot of "I believes" for a proposed law regarding a decision he'll never have to personally make. This was Nick Cerami
And Anias Quintella
for 5 on 20 News. And up next, we have a pre-recorded interview with Madison Brodsky and Sheldon A. Smith from Straight Outta Compton.
Hey guys, welcome to 20s and Trending. I'm your host, Madison Brodsky.
And I'm Brooke Goldstein.
We are here with the amazing Straight Outta Compton, Sheldon A. Smith. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm excited to eat some wings.
Yeah?
As you guys can see, we have 12 extremely hot, blazing wings ready for Sheldon to eat for the 6-minute hot wing challenge. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it, baby.
There's no water, no napkins allowed, and if he doesn't finish in under 6 minutes, well,
I guess we'll come up with some.
we're gonna come up with something.
I don't get any water?
No water.
Not until the end of the 6 minutes. He has 6 minutes on the clock. Ready, set, go.
Woo!
Here we go.
Let's get it.
Number 1, let's go. How hot, how hot? Pretty
Get
good?
through.
All right, you're taking your time. Yeah, we're gonna
not
have to
shoving this
speed this
down.
up a little.
We got 6
Come on.
minutes, right?
Yeah,
We have 6 minutes.
For how
Well, now
many?
you're at
12?
5 minutes, 40 seconds.
He's enjoying this. Not
He's almost one
even
down.
shedding a tear.
How does it go?
Describe the taste as you're eating.
What does it remind you of?
Spicy?
Yeah?
It's getting hotter.
More like a jalapeno.
We're on the third. Smooth cruising.
Keep it going.
Are the tears starting yet? No.
So tell us why you do this. What's new with you?
I'm working on a new DJing show.
Oh yeah? Keep going, keep going.
Oh my God.
Are you going to be hosting the DJ show?
I am.
And DJing at the same time?
No, I'm just hosting.
Just hosting.
Who's going to be your co-host?
Right now we're looking at Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
Oh, nice.
Has she signed on yet?
It's a negotiation.
Negotiations.
Is it gonna be like a talk show type?
I think it's going to be like a game show, right? Kind of like American Idol, but
Yeah,
for...
American Idol needs a DJ.
Oh, cool.
Can I use my napkin to wipe my
No,
Nope.
no. That's just for decoration. He's making
Guys,
it
we
look
might
so easy.
actually get to see the tough Sheldon A. Smith, who plays
a
Warren
tear.
G in Straight Outta Compton, cry from his chicken.
We're improving your acting skills right now. This is how you're gonna cry on set. Just think about the hot wings.
We're almost
Oh.
there.
One more to go. Can he do it?
He can probably do this, guys. I'm actually extremely impressed right now.
Here we go. Last one.
I'm gonna Snapchat it. Do it for your fans. Do it for your fans.
Oh,
Your
lick
fingers.
it off.
Lick your fingers.
He did
Woo!
it.
With a minute to spare.
That was awesome.
I am so proud. Okay, so now that we're done with that, let's talk about how that went. What did that taste like?
Is your mouth on fire right now?
I can't even talk right now.
Well, we have some water for you if you would
Actually,
like
get
to drink
him the
water.
blue cheese.
Okay, so now that we had a little bit of cooling Blue Ranch, now tell us, how did that feel? How did that go?
It's so hot I can barely talk. It tastes like biting into jalapeno. It's that
Oh
hot.
my God.
You still had a minute 30, so next time do you think we could like step it up a little?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, 5
Yeah,
minutes.
5 minutes.
Or maybe like add some wings.
Okay, so if you guys really liked watching Sheldon scarf down all of those really hot blazing buffalo wings, please comment below and we will get him back on the show and we'll make you do a next challenge. Anywhere from maybe the 54-inch by 54-inch pizza,
A
You
cardiac
have an hour?
burger.
maybe the Sunday challenge.
I'm going to diet.
Oh, please, come on. All right, this is 20s and Trending. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.
Thanks, Madison. I don't know about you, but I would be crying or throwing up or some combination of both.
One is too much. For me.
I don't do spicy food.
Absolutely not.
This has been 5 on 20 News with Anias Quintella.
And Nick Cerami.
Thanks for watching and have a happy Tuesday, Tucson. We'll see you tomorrow.